Hello, welcome to Beth Roars, where we look at your favourite singers to find out what makes them them. Before we start, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. My handle is at Beth Roars, and I hold loads of votes on my Instagram, so you guys can vote on who I react to. Also, please do check out my website, bethroars.com, where you can book a singing lesson from me. I do lessons both in London, UK, and online. And last but not least, head over to my Patreon, which is patreon.com/BethRoars, where you can get some more exclusive content, help out an underprivileged artist, and also get early access to my podcast, which is Good Job with Beth Roars, and you can also find that on all the podcast places. This one is actually a request from one of my patrons, Josh. Hey, Josh! And it's a classic. Who doesn't love a bit of Janis? Oh my god, it's so 70s. The mustard yellow. You can feel the soul when you start singing with the guitars.
Down by a window, just looking out at the rain.
Interesting. What's interesting is that she starts her vowels really close, window, out, and then she goes to a really open out instead of out. But she could have kept it more closed there if she wanted to. It's light and a lot cleaner than often.
Window, just looking out at the rain. Some came along, honey grabbed a hold of me, and it felt like a ball and chain.
So she's flipping between different tones. There's a couple of things that I find particularly important. I mean, there's loads of little nuances you can use, but there's a couple of things that I find particularly important when expressing. One is tone and one is dynamics. With tone, you are kind of limited to the tone that you can make because of the shape of the resonant spaces and the size and shape of your vocal cords and things like that and thickness. However, you can change that tone. You can make a warm tone. You can make a nasally tone. Chain. You can make a breathy tone. There's loads of different tones and anything in between, and all of these have emotional attachments. Warm can be kind of like, it could be quite sexy. It can also be quite caring in different contexts. The same with breathy. It can be fragile. It can be sexy. I don't know why everything's sexy, apart from nasal. Nasal does not tend to be sexy, but that has that kind of punch through. It can be quite aggressive. So think about the different tones that you can make with your voice and what emotions attached to that. She's doing this very well. She's changing between breathy, high, light sounding to heavy sounding noises to nasally attacking noises. She's also changing the dynamics. Is it loud? Is it quiet? Does it grow louder? Does it get quieter? And how do these dynamics make us feel emotionally? See if she's going for like an aggressive tone and volume. Woo! Woo! So I've done a little bit of reading on Janis Joplin impersonators and how they just find it so difficult because it isn't that good for your voice. It's tiring and you need loads of breaks. And it would be interesting to see how she got on if she lived to a really old age, which is really sad that she didn't. But it is very harsh on the voice and very difficult to maintain. However, it is so emotional because when we're emotional, we don't care. We don't care whether we're making a nice noise or whether we're making a healthy noise. We just make a noise.
Well, here you're going to tea, and I want to love you. I want to love you for so long. Oh, yeah.
Like she's almost just saying, yeah!
Honey, it ain't fair. Honey, it ain't fair. What do you do?
And it's not about precision with her, it's just about expression.
And I said, honey, it ain't fair. Oh, baby, it ain't fair. What do you do?
Those consonants, fair, want. You.
No.
So that's a nice healthy way to get attack, by building the air up behind the consonant want, fair, instead of fair, want. And then you can get that attack on a note so that it can be really aggressive and angry. But this is a mix as well. It's not a push chest, which is good.
I want to love you, love you. That's all I could do. But I'm not, and I'm gonna tell you, baby. Yeah. Sitting down by my window.
Her face.
Just looking out at the rain.
It does just draw you in. It's like, what are these noises she's making?
Sitting down by my window, just looking out at the rain.
So what she's doing now is also one of my most favorite expression things, is that going really quiet and letting the audience come to you. You have to be intense, like you're telling them a secret. Let them come in. You can see it with that girl's face. She's like, what is she saying? I'm listening really intently. And then you get, bam, here's my big note.
Some came along, honey grabbed a hold of me, and it felt like a ball and chain.
It's just real commitment, isn't it? It's like, this is who I am.
Honey, this can't be. Well, this can't be.
It's so much. I'm like, yeah. I would not like to be in an argument with her.
Tell me why? Tell me why? Oh, people, tell me why love, honey, why love is like. Well, it's like a ball and in a chain.
Yeah, that girl's face, eh? Janis Joplin is almost anti-singing. It's the opposite. It's like, I'm not singing lovely, nice phrases. Ah. It's like pure expression. It's, this is who I am. And there's a lot to learn from that, because I think so many people get caught up in what's right and wrong with singing and forget that actually the goal is just to express yourself and to be truly uniquely you. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.